Good morning, class. Welcome to San Petri School. This is a science class, and in previous class we were doing chapter number 3, that is interdependence on living organism, and we have covered up to the topic consumer. And also we have discussed what is primary, what is secondary, and what is tertiary consumer. But still, again, we are going to revise it. What is primary consumer, what is secondary, and what is tertiary consumer. So let's have a quick look. What is this? Primary consumer are those consumer which are totally dependent on the producer directly for their for their nutrition or for their food. That is called primary consumer. You can also say that the excess amount of sugar is okay. The excess amount of sugar is converted into starch and stored in different part of the plant. Herbivores eat plant parts such as leaves, fruits and nuts directly. These are called primary consumer. Very simple examples are horse, elephant and deer. Again, secondary consumer. What is secondary consumer? Carnivores eat the flesh of the animals, mainly herbivores. Since they feed on the primary consumer, they are called secondary consumers. Okay, so all the animals which totally dependent on the primary consumer for their food, that is called secondary consumer. Example is lion or the fox. Lion and the fox used to eat those animals. Which is like small animals, right, which are totally dependent on the plant or plant parts for their food. For example, herbivorous animals. So carnivorous animals used to eat herbivorous animals used to eat producer. So यहाँ पे भी एक food chain बनता है. Okay, plant, then primary and then secondary, and it only lasts here. Okay, but in such like some cases what happened, there is also a territory consumer known as term. So now we will understand what is territory consumer. When the cycle ended here only, like no animals can eat like a lion or fox, right? So that this cycle ended there only. But territory consumer is also comes sometimes. Territory consumer are the animal that feed on secondary consumer. Some animals are also there which also feed on the secondary consumer. For example, snake and crocodile. Now we will see how snake and crocodile can eat lion and tiger, because we in all you will get confused that lion or fox to secondary consumer में आते हैं. Snake and crocodile are not able to eat them, but in few cases. Now example has been given here. You can see here, this is a plant is known as producer बोला जाता है क्योंकि वो अपना खुद खाना बनाता है. That's the reason, this is the reason this is called producer. It gets sunlight from the sun and it used to prepare food. Now it some grasses, some small plants are eaten by the rat. Suppose the rat, okay, so the smallest animal. So primary consumer will be here rat. Okay, rat is further on eaten by the snake. So snake will be the secondary consumer here. But snake also sometimes eaten by the eagle or the vulture. So eagle or the vulture will like act as a territory consumer. Okay, is this eagle or the vulture, if they will eat primary consumer directly, then it will become a secondary consumer. But here it is showing that कि ये जो eagle और जो vulture है वो snake को खा रहा है, मतलब it will become a territory consumer. एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द फूड चेन. इसी को हम फूड चेन बोलते हैं. इंटरडिपेंडेंस ऑन ईच अदर फॉर दियर सर्वाइवल फूड और न्यूट्रिशन, दैट इज कॉल्ड फूड चेन. यू कैन सी व्हाट इज रिटन हियर. व्हाट इज फूड चेन? अ फूड चेन इज द सीक्वेंस ऑफ फूड डिपेंड्स ऑन होम इन एन इकोसिस्टम फॉर द फूड. इकोसिस्टम मीन्स इस नेचर में कौन एक दूसरे पे किस तरह से डिपेंडेंट है फूड के लिए, दैट इज कॉल्ड फूड चेन. नाउ यू कैन सी मोस्ट ऑफ द इंसेक्ट्स आर नोन एज decomposers. They neither comes under the consumer, neither comes on the producer. They are considered as the like a different class, that is called decomposers. Okay, a food chain starts with the primary consumer source of energy, the sun. The next link in the chain is the producer, because it makes its own food using the primary energy. Next in the chain are the secondary consumer, as they depend on primary consumer. Then comes the tertiary consumer, and this is only called the food chain. Now turn the page, come to the page number 192. That feed on the secondary consumer. The dead remains of any creature get decomposed by the bacteria, and these are called decomposers. कभी भी कोई भी प्लांट मर जाता है या फिर एनिमल मरता है तो वो सड़ता है, तो हैव यू मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू ऑब्जर्व दैट देर आर लॉट्स ऑफ एंट नियर बाई इट, सो दैट एक्ट एज अ डिकम्पोजर्स, उसको सड़ाने में वो डिकम्पोजर्स हेल्प करते हैं, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड डिकम्पोजर्स. ईच हैबिटेट हैज़ डिफरेंट फूड चेन, अ नेटवर्क ऑफ मेनी फूड चेन इज कॉल्ड फूड वेब. ओके इसी तरह बहुत मैंने पहले ही डिस्कस किया कि कभी कभी सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर पे भी लाइफ साइकिल एंड हो जाता है, बट समटाइम्स टेरिटरी कंज्यूमर ऑल्सो कम्स, समटाइम्स टेरिटरी कंज्यूमर बिकम सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर. सो ये डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फूड चेन को हम कंबाइंड वे में फूड वेब बोलते हैं. ओके नाउ बैलेंस इन नेचर. If any member of a food chain disappears, there is an imbalance in nature. Can you imagine what would happen if there were no plants? The herbivores would perish and carnivores also would have no food. If the number of carnivores in community decreased, the number of herbivores would increase, and these would graze on plants continuously, and soon the place would be left with no grass and leaves. Under the natural condition, this doesn't happen. The carnivores feed on herbivores and keep their population in check. This saves the plant in the region. In this way, the carnivores helps the plant as well as the herbivores in the habitat. The food chain is in the region remains in balance. Now balance in nature, what is actually this term is saying that everything is very important in life, that everything should be in a balanced way. For example, अभी हमने food chain देखा, if it will be not in a balanced way, what will happen? Like the nature will not survive, nobody can survive or survive, right? For example, यहाँ पे एक example दिया, suppose if the number of carnivores will be decreased. Okay, so what will happen? Number of herbivores will be increased, and ultimately for their survival, they used to eat grasses and plants continuously. वो तो मरेंगे नहीं, but plants जो producer वो like they will continue start eating grasses and leaves, and what happened very soon that there will no plants and grass all over the environment कोई grass और plants रहेगा नहीं. फिर what happen, it will not able to survive for anybody without plants or leaves on this earth. Okay, suppose उन herbivores के लिए अगर कोई खाना rest ही नहीं रहेगा, then how they will survive? So this is the point what here we are explaining in this term balance in nature, that is very important. So important, there should be balance between carnivorous, omnivorous, herbivorous, everything. Okay, now shelter. What is shelter? Plants and trees provided shelter for many animals. Bird builds nest high up in trees away from predators. Monkey, leopards, squirrels live on the branches of tree. Tree trunks are home to many birds and insects. Animals such as giraffes, deer and elephants rest in shade of tree. Imagine how many creatures would become homeless when a tree is cut. Plants also provide camouflage to many animals and help to save them from the enemies. Plants provide humans with raw material that we use to build homes, make clothes, medicine, paper, gum, and many other important resources. Now, what we are looking in this chapter, how living organisms are dependent on each other for their uses. तो हमने first discuss किया that very important thing, that is food. Now, secondly, we are going to see that shelter. Shelter is also the one of the very important thing that we discuss among shared among each other. Okay, how? Because the example is given here that कि plant किस तरह से बहुत सारे animals का घर होता है, right? Because lots of the big animals used to live in the shade of the plant. Monkey used to live on the tree. Bird used to build a nest on the plant. Even the small insects are used to hide into the leaves of the plant to hide themselves. We human beings are also very much dependent on the plants for our very common things like clothes, medicine, paper, gum are used to made up by the plant only. So we all are totally dependent on the plant, and plants are also dependent on us. So in this way we are dependent on each other, right? So in this way it's showing that we are interdependent on each other. In next class, we will discuss start with the next point, that is plants depend on animals. We will see how plants are dependent on animals. यहाँ तक हमने देखा कि एनिमल्स, वी आर ओनली टोटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन प्लांट्स. नाउ वी विल सी हाउ प्लांट्स डिपेंड ऑन एनिमल्स इन नेक्स्ट क्लास. So till the time, what you are going to do, start revising all the points, go through the chapter. Look up to this page number 192. If you find any problem in understanding anytime, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, so until the time, take care and bye bye.